I used to think I was still strong until I tried pushing myself off the floor one morning and felt nothing. No power in my arms, no drive in my chest, just stiffness, weakness, and a quiet realization. My body was fading. At 55, I wasn't trying to be a bodybuilder. I just wanted to feel strong again, stable in my frame, proud of how I looked and confident that I could still move like a man. But every time I looked in the mirror, my chest looked flatter, my arms thinner, and my sleeves looser. No gym membership, no energy for heavy lifting, and honestly, no idea where to begin. Until I asked myself a question that changed everything. What if I could rebuild my upper body with nothing but my own body weight? That's exactly what I set out to do, and the results shocked me. In this video, I'm going to show you the 5 bodyweight exercises that reshaped my chest and arms without touching a single dumbbell, machine, or gym door. These movements are simple, but don't mistake simple for easy. Done right, they'll help you reclaim muscle, restore joint strength, and bring back that solid, confident frame you remember from years ago. They're perfect if you're over 50, your joints are stiff, and you want to train at home on your terms. No expensive equipment, no crowded gym, just gravity, grit, and the decision to show up. And I'll be honest, exercise number 3 was the one that brought my chest back to life. If you only try one today, make it that one. But don't skip number 2, because it's the reason I no longer wake up with stiff, aching shoulders every morning. Stick with me until the end. You'll walk away, not just with a workout, but with a system that works with your age, not against it. Exercise 1, slow motion push-ups. The first time I tried a slow motion push-up, I was humbled. I lowered myself down, thinking I still had the strength I did at 40. But halfway down, my arms trembled, my chest caved in, and I collapsed. I lay there on the floor, breathing heavy, more from shock than exertion. That's when it hit me. I wasn't weak. I was just disconnected from my body. So I made a rule: no fast reps, no bouncing, just pure controlled movement. This exercise rebuilt the mind-muscle connection I had lost over the years. By slowing everything down, 5 seconds down, 2-second pause, 3 seconds up, my chest had no choice but to wake up and work. Every inch burned, but the kind of burn that told me, this is exactly where you need to be. Why this matters after 50? Because our joints aren't as forgiving. We don't recover like we used to. But slow motion push-ups protect the joints while maximizing tension on the muscles, especially the chest, front shoulders, and triceps. Here's how to do it right. Start in a plank position. Lower slowly, 5 seconds. Hold at the bottom, 2 seconds. Push up, 3 seconds. That's 1 rep. Aim for 6 to 8 reps per set. Rest 60 seconds. Do 3 sets. Common mistake: rushing through the movement. It's not a race. If you're not trembling by rep 5, you're not going slow enough. Beginner tip: start from your knees. Same tempo, same rules. The time under tension is what matters, not the position of your feet. This movement alone reactivated my chest in ways I hadn't felt in decades. It's not fancy, but it's foundational. Exercise 2, elevated pike push-ups. For years, I thought shoulder pain was just part of getting older. Every time I reached overhead, whether to grab something from a shelf or stretch after waking up, I'd feel that familiar pinch. I blamed it on age, old injuries, maybe even sleeping wrong. What I didn't realize was that my shoulders weren't broken. They were just neglected. Elevated pike push-ups changed that. This move mimics the overhead press, without the weights and without the risk. I'd elevate my feet on a low bench or sturdy chair, plant my hands on the floor, and form a pike position, hips high, body like an inverted V. Then I'd lower my head straight down between my hands, keeping my elbows tight and my core braced. It wasn't easy. The first few weeks, I barely moved an inch. But then, something shifted. My delts began firing again. The nagging ache in my shoulders started fading. I could feel real strength returning in a range of motion I hadn't used properly in years. Why it works? This bodyweight press targets the front and side delts, as well as upper chest and triceps, areas most guys over 50 have lost connection with. And by elevating the feet, you increase resistance while still protecting your joints. How to do it? Place your feet on a low surface. Hands shoulder width apart. Hips high, core tight. Lower your head between your hands, elbows tucked. Pause briefly, then push back up. Start with 3 sets of 5 to 8 reps. Common mistake: letting the elbows flare or turning it into a regular push-up. Keep the angle vertical. This isn't about chest. It's about building true overhead strength. Beginner version. Keep your feet on the ground and reduce the angle. It's still effective and far better than skipping overhead work entirely. After a month of this, I didn't just feel stronger. I moved with more confidence. My posture improved, and for the first time in years, I could raise my arms overhead without wincing. Exercise 3. Diamond push-ups. This was the one that brought it all back. The definition in my chest, the tension in my triceps, the pump that left my arms feeling alive again. But I'll be honest, the first time I tried it, I hated it. Diamond push-ups exposed how far I had fallen. I could barely do 3. My arms shook. My elbows flared, my form collapsed. And the soreness the next day, brutal. But somewhere deep inside, I knew this was the one I needed most. Diamond push-ups target the inner chest and triceps, 2 areas that fade fast after 50. When done right, they build the line that separates your pecs, and the horseshoe shape in your arms that screams strength, even under a t-shirt. Here's how to do them right. Start in a push-up position. Bring your hands together under your chest, forming a diamond with your thumbs and index fingers. Keep your elbows close to your sides. Lower your body in a straight line. No sagging hips or flared arms. Press back up while keeping tension in the chest and triceps. Start with 3 sets of 5 to 10 reps, depending on your level. The quality of each rep is far more important than how many you do. Common mistake: letting the elbows flare out or letting the chest drop too low past the hands. This puts stress on your shoulders and reduces chest activation. Can't do full reps yet? Do them from your knees or against a table, but keep that diamond shape and tight elbow angle. After 3 weeks of consistency, I saw it. The return of that inner chest ridge I thought was gone forever. My sleeves felt snug again. More than anything, this move reminded me that progress doesn't care about your age. It only cares if you show up. Exercise 4. Incline push-ups. There were mornings I woke up feeling stiff and drained. My shoulders ached, wrists felt tight, and the thought of dropping to the floor for a full push-up felt impossible. But I'd made myself a promise. No more skipping, no more excuses. So on those rough days, I turned to incline push-ups. At first, I felt silly, pushing off the kitchen counter like it was some kind of rehab drill. But within minutes, I felt warmth in my chest, circulation in my arms, and a quiet sense of momentum. And that's what I came to love about this move. It meets you where you are and still moves you forward. Incline push-ups are one of the most underrated tools for rebuilding strength after 50. By elevating your hands on a table, counter, or wall, you reduce the load on your arms and shoulders, but still get real activation in your chest, triceps, and front delts. How to do it? Find a sturdy surface, table, edge of a couch, or countertop. Hands shoulder width apart. Step your feet back into a plank. Keep your body straight, head to heels. Lower your chest toward the surface slowly, elbows at a 45-degree angle. Press back up with control. Start with 3 sets of 10 to 15 reps. Focus on tension, not speed. Common mistake: letting the hips sag or the back arch. Keep your core braced and spine neutral. This isn't just about pushing, it's about stability. Progression tip: as you get stronger, lower the surface. Move from countertop to low bench, then eventually to the floor. I still use incline push-ups as a warm-up, a burnout finisher, or even on days when I don't have the energy for full reps. It's not about how hard you go. It's about showing up, moving with control, and staying in the game for the long haul. Exercise 5. Isometric chest squeeze. Holds. Some days I didn't have the time. Other days my wrists or shoulders were too sore, but I refused to let that be an excuse. That's when I found this move. The simplest one of all. No floor, no reps, no movement. Just raw, focused tension. I'd sit or stand tall, press my palms together in front of my chest, and squeeze. Hard. Like I was trying to crush something between them. And I'd hold that squeeze for 30 seconds. Then rest. Then repeat. It sounds too easy, I know. But don't let the simplicity fool you. The burn is real. Within seconds, my chest would ignite. Blood would rush into the muscle. And even on the busiest days, I walked away with that full, tight feeling in my pecs. Here's why it matters after 50. Isometric holds create deep muscular engagement without joint strain. That means you can still build and maintain chest definition, even when you're sore, tired, or recovering. It also sharpens the mind-muscle connection that tends to fade with age. How to do it? Sit or stand tall. Bring your palms together at chest level. Press inward, hard, engaging your chest. Hold for 30 seconds. Rest 30 seconds. Repeat for 3-4 rounds. Common mistake. Pressing without intention. The tension has to come from inside the chest, not just the hands. Focus on squeezing your pecs together, like you're trying to fold your chest inward. Bonus variation. Hold a small medicine ball, pillow, or yoga block between your palms for added feedback. Just don't stop squeezing. This move became my secret weapon. I do it while watching TV, during work breaks, or right after a walk. And over time it added depth and density to my chest, without a single push-up. It reminded me that sometimes the strongest move is the one that looks like nothing, until you feel everything. I used to think I needed a gym. I used to think I needed machines, weights, or some miracle program built for younger men. But after 30 days of showing up with nothing but my body and these 5 moves, something changed, not just in my physique, but in the way I carried myself. My chest felt full again, my arms looked alive, my posture improved, but more than that, I felt like I had taken back control of my strength, my health, and my identity as a man in his 50s who refuses to fade quietly. It wasn't dramatic, it wasn't fast, but it was real. And it reminded me of something powerful. You don't need perfect conditions, you just need consistency. So here's my challenge to you. For the next 7 days, pick 3 of these 5 moves and do them every other day. Just 20 minutes. No equipment, no excuses. Track how you feel, not just physically, but mentally. And I promise, something inside you will shift. Because it's not about chasing youth. It's about choosing strength on your terms at your age, starting right now. You've got what it takes. And your body isn't done yet, not even close. If you found value in this, don't forget to like the video, subscribe to the channel, and leave a comment below. Tell me your name, your age, and where you're watching from. I want to know who you are and how I can help you stay strong. And if you're serious about rebuilding your body after 50, check out the next video on screen. It's all about unlocking full body strength with 0 equipment. It's the perfect next step. This channel isn't just about workouts. It's about rewriting the story of aging together. God bless you, my friend, and I'll see you in the next one.